Happy Sunday, everyone. I know, right? Sassy is live 2 Sundays in a row, but the beef sector calls upon me and I have to be here for them. Welcome, everyone, to the Sassy Show, where we're going to discuss, deliver, redirect some deliciously entertaining, diverse perspectives. I have had a lot of expensive coffee this morning. But this is a little bit of a different live. I am literally just coming live to talk to Yaya and Bree if she wants to. Lady Nika, Pizarro are definitely welcome. I think that's it. If I miss anybody in that scenario, let me know. But I think that's the only scenario that I want to discuss. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Welcome every single person that is coming into the room. I know, Fran. Oh my gosh, me and my espresso it's a hot mess. Hey, Slappy, Lady Nika. Hey, honey. Hey, Choreo. Hey, Harley. Hey, BL Boo. You BL, be quiet. If you want to talk though, you know this is the place for you. Hey, DH. Hey, Spam. I'm just gonna scroll. Miss LA, Lady Aquarius. Hey to my beautiful mods, OES, Cassie U, Robin Boo, my friend. Hey, Latasha Phillips. I'm gonna try to make this real quick because normally if I'm talking to y'all, hey Doba Queen, Team Pretty, hey Fifi, Team Pretty, Foot Soldier, straight out of Storyline. Normally when I take time to talk to you guys, I want to roast and gag. Hey Bird, I always miss you and I hate when I miss you. Hey Miss Bernadette, did I just speak to Choreo? I think so. Hey Third Ward. Normally when I'm speaking to y'all, I want to roast and gag because it gets me in the mood. What's up, Cruiser? I hope your cruise is going lovely. You'll have to let me know what I need to do with my internet. Hey, T Velocity, when I do my 7-day cruise later this year. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Kim. Good to see you, girl. But normally when I want to go through this, hey, Lolo, I want to roast and gag so I can get in the situation. Hey, Naja. Hey, Naja. Let's go. TMO, ridiculous behavior. That's very interesting because one of the reasons why, hey, Barbara Warren, Hey teens, good, so good to see you, honey. Hey Lisa J, I ain't gonna even ask you to be good because you're not gonna be good. Hey T Danielle, what's up, Heavy Bear? Long time no see. What's up, Wild C, Roxy, Miss Baker, Lavender Spirit. I even if I don't want to, and my cousin Nikki Baby, I saw you say earlier, so I'm not even sure if you're able to be here because you're working today. But thanks for dropping down. What's up, Ronnie Q, Blackberry Molasses, Barn Dog, Mary Williams, Jean Hope. All right. So I'm gonna stop speaking. Anybody that I miss, CEO, Boss Lady, Jamelia, I can see you guys at the end. Hey, normally when I'm doing that, I'm getting in the spirit of that's why I'm roasting and gagging y'all, and y'all know y'all my crazy cousins. Hey, that gay black chick, is that my homegirl Blondie? Hey girl, thanks for dropping down. Hey D Cop, how you doing, honey? Naturally, hey, okay. All right, and why not here? She on YouTube every day. So listen, one of the reasons why I wanted to come live because after listening to both sides, and when I say both sides, that would be Bree and Yaya for me. Okay. So after listening to both sides, I think one side, which is Yaya's side, believes that this is absolutely about TMO. I think Bree's side is saying this is absolutely not about TMO, right? So for me as a subscriber, and because I speak for the people, I think clarity for both sides would be really great. Black Swan, I miss you so much. I think it would be great. I know Yaya is down. I'm not sure if Bree is down for the conversation. In fact, I don't think she's ready for the conversation, but I do kind of know her side. So I'm not here to speak for Bree. Hey, Precious Pisces. I'm not here to speak for Bree. Hey, Voodoo Cousin. But as Yaya and I are having this conversation, I might say some things that I heard Bree say so that it could kind of be a balanced conversation. But back up. So I don't want to do a live on TMO. I just don't, right? So this is not about TMO. As far as I'm concerned, it's about getting clarity for us, the subscribers, because I feel like it was a little jumbled when you don't have like both sides of the coin kind of set, so to speak. And I feel like both ladies are really frustrated and hurt. And I just thought that I could be a good place where they could, hey Phoebe, where they could discuss things. Like I said, even if it's going to be one of them, I feel like um we'll get a better perspective. Does that make sense? Or was that sounded a little jumbled? Hey, the bushes. Does that make sense to y'all what I'm saying I'm doing? Like I said, like I mean, y'all, the TMO portion of it is just like, how can I not come across as biased if it's TMO, TMO, TMO? So this is not about necessarily, for me, it's not, okay, thanks, Phoebe, not about the TMO. I really feel like on one side, the Bree side, that's like um, a small part of it. Hey, Miss Queenie, good to see you. Hey, Kimberly Black, if I didn't speak, hey, just read my book. Okay, so the people who bushes, so the people who I respect their opinion, they're saying, yeah, we understand. Hey, Big Gas Man, good to see you. All right, let me drop the link for Yaya. What I want to start at is just kind of how does she think that this all started? Hey, Tammy Lynn. Thanks, Wasi. I love you guys too. Just kind of how did this all start? And what her perspective is. This link is just for Yaya. I know, Corio, you got to tell them again, child. But yeah, I just kind of want to figure out like, and then we'll get into the conversation naturally, right? Hey, Leslie, good to see you, honey. Like how did this start again from her perspective? And then again, I'm not in a position to windmill for anybody. However, I do know both sides from talking to them. Hey, Jazz, good to see you, honey. What's up, girl?
Hey, how you?
I'm good. Moving right along in here. Hey, I ain't seen her in a long time.
Hey,
Oh,
everybody I didn't speak to in the chat.
you want to speak? Because I know how me and you we like to speak to people. So you can, if you scroll and you can
Mm.
see. I
No,
did.
it's way too many people in here today. You started too late.
I
I
know.
ain't going through the list.
Hey Shayelle. Okay, so you heard what I have to say, and we've talked this morning, full transparency. Um, so I think I know your position, but I want to know from your position, Uh, how do you think this all started?
TMO.
Okay.
It all started because she's butthurt, and um, this is still another way for her to be in the it crowd that she always wanted to be in. And if she can cause, I feel like it's a play to cause division, and she can finally move herself into the space she wanted to be in.
Wow. So for you, this is 100%. Where is Very Carey? Hey, Very Carey. This is 100% about TMO.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
everything about the whole narrative that I. One minute I was her and her cohort, her friend, said that I did all of this. This is all my doing. And I'm trying to figure out what I did. And the part that's just baffling me is that people are actually running with it. People, been my authentic self through all of this. No matter what, I'ma say what I say. Y'all, they have tried to pin stuff on me all the time, but nothing ever sticks because it's full of shit. It's all speculation, just like this situation. And I'm just, if she wants to, if she wants to try to tear me down for no reason, she'll do it to anybody. Hey, ODS.
I was on mute, child. I gotta speak to ODS, child. Hey, honey, because baby, it'll be hell to pay. What was the last sentence? She wants to what?
Tear me down. She wants to tear me down.
Do you know where that energy started from? Can we start? I'm trying to get some clarity. Like, hey, Miss Paulette, thanks for greeting everybody. Do you know when, like, so, okay, take us back. Let's go back a little bit, right? So, you guys are in this group chat, okay?
Mm-hmm.
There starts out roughly 30 or 40 or 50 of y'all. I don't know.
No, it was way more than that. It started
Okay.
off like maybe like 90 to 100 people in there
Okay.
when it
So
first started, and
okay.
then we started sweeps.
Okay, so that's reminiscent of SK's Discord years ago, 3 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay, so that's reminiscent of that. It's not anything necessarily private. It's just a whole gigantic group chat for everybody.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of how SK's Discord started, and then it started breaking off into all these subgroups.
Well, I don't know if there were any subgroups of this group chat. There was entertainment where that we went and did. They had karaoke and we would watch movies. That was the second chat, and the mod chat was just for his mods.
Okay, but I just want to take it in order. So, and I want to liken it to something else. So it started out um like very reminiscent for any of those Avatar Nation people remember, like ASK, where there's a million people in there. Then for SK's chat, it started dwindling down, right? Um,
Right.
Nothing very salacious in those chats at all, from what I could see. When it started dwindling down, I was very, very new. I started in a back chat before the streets knew me. So I had been watching for a year, but the streets did not know me. Uh, okay, so I can relate to that, right? But I very early figured out that group chats were not for me. Yeah, they just weren't for me. It was just too much, too
This
much chatter.
it now the chat moves are really really fast, but I found that for the most part, um, it was just. But now, don't get me wrong. We were all very opinionated people. Everybody in there is opinionated, and they didn't have a problem staying. We would tussle it out, end up agreeing to disagree, or maybe somebody can see somebody else's point. But it was never anything that was like, we going to dock somebody. We going to. It was never that we going to take somebody down. None of that was in there.
And did anybody ever get doxxed in that chat?
Hell no.
Did any pictures that weren't authorized put in that chat?
Well, kind of, sort of, but like pictures, like when people grab screenshots, like they do on LSA.
Okay, okay. So they were
That kind of
already
stuff.
public, and then they
Right,
would be sharing those
right,
snapshots. Okay.
right.
Was
That
there
kind of stuff. That was
was there
it.
anything that happened in the group chat that made you second guess your presence in the group chat, or want to feel like you needed to let somebody know what was happening in the group chat?
Nothing made me second guess. As far as the people that I'm cool with, the only thing when me and the girl, the it girl, Miss Barbie herself, had an argument, and I was like, "Should I leave?"
At what point did this happen?
This was, I guess it was like, right. I think it was. I think. Don't quote me on this because my timelines are all messed up. But I think it was right before they met. King Roman and her met.
And do you know the timeline of that, like a month or something? Because I don't know.
Like at the end of March, somewhere
Oh, so
around
this
there.
was though, so they just met.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm very, very blurred. Hey, Bree, I'm very, very blurred about the timeline. So forgive
No,
me.
no, no. Wait a minute. I just gave you false information. I just thought about it. She met because she didn't leave till 3 weeks after. So is that about the right time?
Three
She
weeks
wasn't.
ago.
3 weeks ago, she
Yeah,
left.
March. 3 weeks ago is exactly the end of March.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. We don't have to be exact. Don't worry about that. Like, listen, y'all.
No, they holding my feet to the fire,
I
girl. I want to. I
know,
want to be
I
as
know.
close.
I know, but let's be very clear. Hey, Voodoo, good to see you. Definitely welcome to click the link after I finish talking to Yaya, Bobby, whoever is involved. The people involved can definitely click the link after we finish talking. But yeah, I don't want to get off on that. To me, that's semanticals. Like if you say mid March, but it was end of March, I'm not dealing with any of that over here, y'all. So we're just trying to if you want to hear the truth or people's truth, like you have to allow them some type of grace to not get every single detail right. That's just basic humanity. Okay. So we're not doing that over here. But you said it was mid-March, but no, it was end of March. We get it. Lines and timelines can be blurred when things are happening this fast.
And
Um,
then it wasn't like a big deal. So I would have never thought that I needed to screenshot everything I ever said in a chat group. It's a chat group
yeah, for sure. So let's take, you know me, I like timelines. So how long had you been in the chat roughly?
from the inception.
Which is roughly when?
About, I guess, about a year,
Oh, okay. So that people got their timelines all BL.
maybe 8 months to a year.
Okay, gotcha. BL, your comment is way up there. I'm scrolling, I still don't see it. So type it again, babe. Sorry. Um, okay, so timelines are kind of off. So because Jay said she just got in the chat. Did she mean this February or last February? Do you
I
know?
mean,
I'll ask.
she was just I was an admin in it. It was this February.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, got it. So well, no, Miss Baker, we clearly y'all just said it's been 8 months to a year. So okay.
Wait a
So
minute. Well, maybe I be wrong. It didn't seem like I was there from the beginning. Just put it that way.
So we can't. I definitely want to know a timeline. So if somebody could text y'all or tell me if you were there from the inception, when did the show?
People in here that was in the chat.
Oh,
That
there
was
goes
in.
Voodoo. It was started at the end of last year. So this is 4 months. So maybe more like 6 months, not 8 months.
Okay, something like that. Something
Okay,
like that.
okay, gotcha. Okay, so 6 months ago, you were there from the beginning. Everything appeared to be. Oh, you were in there too, Miss Baker. Okay, thank you. So I don't know. I don't remember who's in there and who's
They
not.
can
So
out them because I'm not ever telling anybody who was in there because it's all my fault. You know.
well, we're not doing that today. Um, okay, so about roughly 6 months, you're in there, and then you don't. There's no real issue until after. There's no real issue with TMO, or there's some
Oh,
little kerfuffles with TMO along the way.
there were always kerfuffles with TMO. It was
When
always a
you
mo with everybody. It
so
was
explain,
always a mo.
yeah, tell us about that.
It's always every month, 2 weeks to a month. There's a mo. Something been leaked. Well, what happened? Somebody just said something that I just said in the chat.
Mm.
Okay. So we do another cleaning. We go in and we scrub out anybody that ain't been participating. Then another month go, the next month we doing it again. It was always, but there was never any proof.
So let me clarify
So,
that. So in your opinion, was TMO in there from the inception as well?
no, she was waited for about, I think, like 2 weeks. She had a request in, but I ain't, I ain't pushed the button.
Okay, but King Roman has the ability to let her in too. Were you the only managing mod?
No.
Okay, so there were other managing mods plus King Roman, but she was on the wait list for 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, she was sitting in the back waiting for it was about 2 weeks.
Was there a reason why you specifically did not click the button to let her in?
Um, I just thought if anybody was gonna push that button, it had to be King Roman.
Mm. Okay, that's a good. Yeah, I would have thought the same. Okay, interesting. So then,
So
so
yeah, I
she
just didn't push it.
right. Okay, I get it. I can dig that. So then she finally, him or somebody else finally lets her in. From I don't want to put words in your mouth, but generally speaking, from the moment she got in, there starts these conspiracies. Correct?
Like within like a month of her being there, may have been shorter, but it wasn't very
Okay.
long later that we started having that problem.
I'm trying to keep an eye on Bobby. End of February, the meetup happened. 3 weeks later, she was taken out. Wait, let me try to understand that. I don't know what end of February means. Oh, they met up end of February. The meetup, I don't know what that means, Bobby. I'm so sorry. If y'all, it's hard for me to.
The meetup happened 3 weeks later. She was took out. Okay, so they met at the end of February, and then 3 weeks after they met up, that's when she was taken out the group.
Okay. I'm okay. Gotcha. Thank you guys. But I'm trying to create a timeline here. So that's the end. That's the beginning of the end. So then she gets in, she's on hold for 2 weeks. Somebody finally lets her in. There shortly thereafter starts all of the um conspiracies. Somebody is saying what I'm saying. There must be a leak. Then people are flushed out because of either non-participation. Y'all are really just trying to flush out the so-called mole. I have my Nixon bunny ears up, right? Then there's no proof of it, but there's rumblings of it that TMO has started the assumptions and the assertions that there is a mole. So then everybody's just trying to do their due diligence and get this situation taken care of as quickly as possible. Correct?
Right. Correct.
Okay. So then she's in there, and I swear I'm not trying to make this about TMO, but this is Yaya's side of the story. Okay. So then you guys have some kerfuffles. Ain't no damn way I would have waited. Oh, I know, Lady Nika. God, no. My pompous ass would have been like, bitch, if it ain't an hour, bitch, I'm gone. But anyway, that's me. So along the way, there are these kerfuffles with you and TMO, or with TMO and the group.
TMO and different people. Like some people left. If like that were in the group, they left when she like if they had a kerfuffle with her on the outside, they would just take themselves out. ODS did it when me and him had our fight.
I
And
heard
he
him
took
say that.
right.
Okay. So he was like, I'm good on that. I'm out. And that, okay. So certain people were dismissing themselves because of kerfuffles that were happening. Okay.
Right.
Then, but you and TMO are still cool, right? Even though
Yeah.
throughout the
Right.
kerfuffle.
Right.
And, okay. So then at what point does it start to boil over with you and TMO?
It was this conversation. She would always come in with y'all don't support me, y'all don't share me out, y'all. It was always what we were, how unsupportive y'all was, and the problem with me was, why do you keep saying y'all? Put a name on it. Who are you talking about? Because y'all means you're including all of us. And that was and that kept happening, and that was the argument most people had when it came to her. Why are you saying y'all? Put a name on it.
So then that argument. Hey,
Yes,
King Roman.
Roman.
So then that starts because so now it's like she's continuously doing this, so we can no longer take this serious. Now, are you the issue? Are you the mole? Like, what is going on?
Well, only person that says that I'm the mole is Dovey so
No,
far.
no, not you. I'm sorry. I'm talking about TMO. This is what you got. I'm assuming this is what you guys.
No, I didn't even think that. I'm not. She was never accused of being a mole. I don't know where that narrative even came from, but she was never accused of being a mole. We was just trying to figure out why is let me put it to me. I was trying to figure out why is it that you're catching all of this shit that we're not. And the one time that I did catch something was said, it was a general group chat mess. It was a general chat message that Glitter Boots had put in the chat about us, and ODS said it. So I'm assuming whoever sent it was sending it out for somebody to drop it into the chat was the same person that sent it to ODS to let them know, and ODS mentioned it. And she said it was um that he just I told you it was a most somebody ODS just said what I just received, what was just put in the chat. And I said anybody could have sent him that. It's about us. It had his name in it. So it just went from there.
Okay, that's a little bit confusing to me. So basically, she
Okay,
used.
it's just like let me say, Choreo says figures grown, ball mouth and mess. So then she said that somebody took that screenshot. They sent it to me, they sent it to you, and they put it in the group chat also. And then I say, oh, she called somebody ball mouth. And then I say, well, I got that screenshot too. So they just sending it out because it's about us. Our names are in it. That's what the situation was. It didn't that didn't mean that there was a mole. It was the people share screenshots all the time.
Okay, so for clarity, she had been continuously saying there's a mole, there's a mole. People are reacting to, oh Lord, we got a mole. Um,
Right.
Always confusing with the. Okay, gotcha. So then various people are getting frustrated with her and this mole theory, right? Or
Right.
conspiracy, I
Right.
should say. Okay, then her receipt of there is a mole is something that is pretty universal. Hey, Sunny Bee Boo, pretty universal. That is not a receipt. The receipt is not receipting. This could have been, I mean,
Exactly.
everybody got this, or who several people got this. That is not a receipt. There is a mole. Okay, got it. At any point, are you having side conversations with other people? You just said no, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Are you having side conversations with other people saying, wait a minute, is this bitch the mole?
No.
So when she says, now we're going to fast all the way forward. Now you guys are all now at this point in the situation, you and other people are kind of side eyeing her, correct?
No, I still wasn't side eyeing her. I was just like, this is paranoia.
Well, that's side eyeing.
It wasn't no, because I said it.
Well, it's still side eyeing. You paranoid. That's I don't care whatever adjective you want to attach to it. It's still saying, girl, this don't sound right. That's side eyeing, right?
Right.
Even though you're being verbal about it in a vocal. And I'm glad that you put that in there. You literally tell her, I think you're being paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I get you why you don't want to say side eye because it seems like it's behind the back, but in front of her face, you're saying, "Girl, what was we not getting no proof of this? Are you paranoid?" Okay, so at that point, I don't know whatever adjective to use. It seems like um it's an assessment, not paranoia, in my opinion. Well, but Linda B, assessments need to be based off of facts, babe. In my opinion, not you can't constantly make assessments, then there's no receipts of it, right? Hey Terry Damo. So okay, at this point, you literally tell her this, like, girl, I think you might be being a little paranoid. Okay. So then, and you are saying flat out, you don't go to anybody else to express you thinking that she has paranoia.
No, see, that's the whole thing. All of this was said in the chat. We're all going telling her that nah, this is getting to be too much. Either you gonna give us something concrete or don't say nothing at all because this is getting to be ridiculous. People, we were panicking when in the beginning we were panic because people had their kids' pictures. They told about their like what's going on in their life, the good, the bad, the ugly. It was a lot of personal stuff that was in there. So yeah, that's the only reason why the mole thing even had any any meaning in the chat because we knew that people were being very personal in it.
Okay. And I just want to make it very clear that from Yaya to Bree to Lady Nika, this is not a typical sassy live. So there just doesn't need to be any like angst in the chat. If you don't like either one of them or the group, or I don't really give a fuck right now. Just state your opinion, but don't attack anybody. It just doesn't need is this. I mean, it's just no place for it right here. You'll have all motherfucking day to jump on anybody's back that you want to jump on. I just want to make that clear. Okay. So there's no need to talk to anybody else about it because everybody that is in the group is seeing what y'all are saying. Are other people backing you? Are other people backing you up to say, yeah, girl, this seems
It wasn't the first argument about her in this situation. This was something that would come up every so often.
about the I'm saying the paranoia word would come
Yeah.
up.
Not
Okay.
the word paranoia, but they're asking like, "Who are you talking about? What are you talking about?"
Yeah, you can talk mess, Corio. I never have an issue with the way that you say things. You know, you're not attacking people, so yeah. Okay, so what I'm trying to get to is at what point is everybody on the same page that this is a little weird and we think you're totally paranoid.
Right.
So I'm trying to get to that point. At what point?
Maybe about the fourth or fifth time that it happened, people were just frustrated, and we just was like, they just let it be. Everybody just started talking at the same time.
In
A
her
matter of fact,
face.
I think yeah, and I think the first time may it was with one of King Roman's mod, and they was like, who the fuck is y'all? Is exactly what the whole argument on.
Oh, I like it. Okay, so straight up, like, bitch, what? Come on with it, or shut the fuck up. Pretty much energy.
Right.
Okay, where do you know around the timeline that happened?
Well, no, it was
I
all I
don't.
know was it was the first time that they even did a call in the group where people could join the call.
Uh huh.
I didn't go because it ain't have nothing to do with me, and so I don't know what happened transpired on the call because I really didn't care.
I got you, but y'all had to have a call to address this.
Yeah, someone
Okay.
pushed the button to have a call.
Okay, gotcha. And King Roman said he wasn't there either. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so then let's fast forward to they meet up. Does everybody in the chat know that they're meeting up?
Yes, we knew that we saw when he said he was going to her town, and she dropped down and they said, well, we gonna hook up, and we was like, oh, okay, cool, that'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody finally get to meet him, and nobody had any qualms about it. And let me say, at this point in time, it was pretty much easy peasy. We rolling with the river as everything's cool.
Oh wait, so the timeline is they met up in February, but that call was after they met up. That's what I was trying to get to.
You
That's
sure? The first call, I don't think it was after. I think it was before. But then again, you know better than me. I told y'all this shit didn't. It wasn't that important to me for me to actually keep like how things went. I
no,
got in and got out. So
I get it. I get it. I'm like I said over here. I'm just trying. We're just talking it out. Like that whole like interrogation stuff doesn't lead to anything. That was right before
right.
Lent. That the who the fuck are y'all, Cruiser? I don't know what that means, Cruiser. Come on now.
That was right before that the who the fuck are y'all happy? Okay.
What does
The
that mean?
That means the call happened just before that because the call was because someone asked her, well, who the fuck are y'all? They was asking her, who the fuck
Oh,
are y'all?
the who the fuck are y'all are in quotations, like who is y'all is what that. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, thank you. Okay, okay. So they met up in February. Is that what he just said? And then the call was after that. That makes better sense to me because it's like, wait, well, why would you meet up with her if before? Okay, so everybody's chilling. They kind of know something is kind of wrong here. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but we still chilling on you. Ain't really no big deal. You and King Roman about to meet. Yay. And we're happy that it's that you
right.
guys about to meet. They meet. Um, and then 3 weeks after they meet, she is out of the group. Do you know what happened in that 3 weeks? Was that told? Not do you know what happened? Was that public in the group chat?
What happened? Yeah, and me and her had an argument.
Nope. It was first call was before and the second. Okay. Thanks, Oxidian. Hey, honey, welcome. Okay. It was to ease the tension in the group so everyone could get back on track on how it was before she came. Makes total sense. Trying to just like talk it out with her um to ease the tension. I love that. Okay, so first call, meeting, then second call. Okay, so then you and her, after they meet up, you and her have an argument. King
Yes.
Roman then says, "Oh fuck this shit." Now you caught now enough is a fucking enough.
Right. And he said people was calling him saying that they just tired of dealing with it. But he had put he was in there, he pretty much cussed all us out, said, look, I ain't got time for this bullshit. We adults in here. Um all this y'all arguing and people gotta call me like I'm y'all daddy. I ain't doing, which I can understand that. Ain't no need in that. So he put a message in the chat that um some people may be removed. It's no hard feelings. Um but it's for the best of the group. And I was like, all right, if it's me, it's me. And
And
then
I remember you saying at some point that when we were having these not me and you, but live conversations, that you thought, shit, it might be me. You know, I just
right,
got an argument with her. I don't know who the fuck it's gonna be. Okay,
right.
okay, Lisa, Jesus Christ, Lisa. Um, okay, so then you wake up the next morning and it's not you, it's TMO. Are you? What is your thought process when you see that TMO is gone?
Mhm. Um she said that I sent a screenshot. I don't remember. I even went through my whole IG to look at it to see if I sent somebody a screenshot. I went through every picture I had, but no. Um, I really didn't care one way or the other.
Were you happy to see her go because you thought she was a
No, actually, no, actually, because I actually went to King Roman and told him that let her stay. If
trouble?
somebody got to go, I'll go.
What? Why
Yeah,
did you do that?
it meant more to her than it did to me.
Hmm. So from what I'm saying, so you were still trying to be the bigger person.
Yeah, it give me bit my ass every time.
Okay. So then, hey P. So then you go to King Roman and you say, "Child, if you want, if it's about me and her, you can let her live. Like I know that that's gonna hurt her deeply if you let her go." I'm paraphrasing. That's the
Yeah,
energy.
you are paraphrasing.
Well, you just said it. You said it meant more to her than you.
But it
So that
did. I mean, every panel it was my man, my man, my man, and I knew she had a great fondness for him. So I mean, me and him would still be cool. I would just be in the chat, in his
right.
regular chat. So yeah,
Hey everybody, welcome to the Sassy Show. For obvious reasons, I don't want to stop this commentary to speak to everybody, but I
I was
appreciate all
cool.
of you guys. Miss Louisiana says, Sassy, can you ask why did TMO wait, that should just jump need some well, I can't ask Yaya that. I would have to ask TMO that, and I don't think she's open to the conversation. So she's gone. Y'all wake up the next morning. She's the only one that is removed from the chat, correct?
Other people have been moved long before that, but this particular time, she was the only one removed.
Gotcha. So then are you guys are discussing it, right, in the chat? Like, or is it just like one of those things where you're just
Some
like,
people discuss it. I didn't say anything about it. Period. I just been totally silent on it.
gotcha. Okay. Some people are discussing it, but you're just like, child, let me leave this one alone. Okay. So then there's rumblings on the street that
Thank you, Slappy. Mm-hmm.
there's rumblings on the street that TMO and KRN are no longer cool. Do you know how that started? Like, hey Jay, how do we know that they were no longer talking, or like, how do you know how that started?
Well, it started with the subs on her wall, and then
Subs meaning subliminals.
you're right. Can I put you on hold for 1 second?
Of course. Hey everybody. Hey Candy Cane. BL, I see you. So we are just here today, just getting Yaya's explanation on what happened. And I am slow rolling it because y'all know I like a story, because as much as we see, we miss that much. Hey Coco. We miss as much as we see, or at least I know that's my story. Hey Vibrant, upside down smiley face. Seems like I'm always watching, but some of this stuff I'm like, I don't remember this, or I didn't see it, or I was there and I left. I don't know. So today we are just trying to just fill in the blanks, right? And then get some clarity, you know. Shut up, spam.
I'm back. Sorry about
Okay.
that.
And we're just trying to get some clarity. Okay, so we're at the point where, okay, so you're saying, my question was, how do we know about this, right? You're saying that it was because of subliminals put on TMO's wall.
Correct. That's what the first rumbling, and then I think somebody said they King Roman dropped in somebody's chat and said they weren't cool no more. But I'm not sure about how that went because it wasn't in the group, or I wasn't in the group at the time to say it. So I don't know exactly how it went.
King Roman, did you respond in someone's chat after the subliminals that you guys weren't cool? And what did that look like? What do you remember what you said in that chat? If you could answer that for me. Okay, so then there's rumblings on the street. She's doing subliminal. You're saying, because again, I don't see her wall unless somebody screenshots it, and I didn't get a screenshot on that one. So you're saying that she started it with the subliminals. Then KRN, yes, Ness's chat. Thank you, KRN. Then King Roman News drops down in Ness's chat, and I don't know what he said, but he's backing up the fact that they ain't cool no more. Then what's the next step? Is the next step, I said, we are not cool, but I don't want to beef. Okay, thank you. So then, do you remember, or King Rama, you're here, can you tell me what's the next step after that? Hey Messy, I'm good, honey, thanks for asking. Yaya, do you know the next step after that? Hey Janelle. Hey Una.
Then everybody was dropping down in the chat saying that they were blocked, and I said, "Well, I'm not blocked, so I ain't worried about it." And she was just blocking people. Oh, she went on uppity panel. I ain't see that either.
Okay, so the next step is she's doing subliminals. King Roman then says something in Ness's chat. Then, but he says, I don't want any beef. Then TMO goes on Uppity's panel and like kind of slow rolls it from what I'm hearing everybody else say. Hold on. We said the same, we be saying the same thing at the same time. At the end of the day, and the slow roll, she has the same issue in every group with every content creator. Okay. So then so she goes on Uppity's panel. She's confirming that they indeed, excuse me, y'all, I have the hiccups.
Wait a minute, somebody just said something. I'm not sure, the Bushes. Was the Cash App incident before King Roman dropped down in that chat?
What does that mean? Because we don't know what the Cash App incident was.
That came from the same day that she confronted us about sharing you out.
Oh, I do now. I always forget about the Cash App incident. Okay. You want to tell them, or do you want me to?
Oh, you can go right ahead. I'll correct you if anything's wrong, because you
Yeah,
know.
please do, because I was a little confused about the Cash App incident. So okay, so yes, thank you to Bushes. So then yes, okay, let me go to the bottom. King Roman, was that, did I miss you? Was the, where in the this sequence did the Cash App incident go? No, King Roman news was after. So the Cash App was first, and then, and I'll tell y'all about the Cash App in a minute. So the Cash App was the Cash App happened before Uppity. Thank you, Ronnie Q. Okay, so the Cash App incident was something. What did she tell? What did she Cash App?
She
Uh,
cashed out to y'all and said y'all trying to set me up with King Roman News.
okay. So she Cash Apps Pizarro to get her point across that y'all, here we go with the y'all and the they, are trying to set her up with KRN. She believes the y'all is who?
I have no clue. I know it was definitely Pazar, because Pazar was the one that was going from chat to chat, saying she came dropped in King Roman's news chat and said, "What's going on? Where's CMO? What's going on with y'all?" And she kept going for like a week asking.
See, so I think I caught like one Pizarro live, and I don't remember where this is in the timeline, but I remember Pizarro almost like just like, I don't want to say begging, what's a better word? Just really, really like, girl, click the link, talk to me. Why aren't you talking to me? But I was kind of lost into what the fuck they were supposed to talk about. But Pizarro wanted to talk about that ominous Cash App. They're saying y'all trying to set me up against KRN. Correct?
Correct. But I don't understand. I still don't understand what was the setup.
Well, I thought you just said that the setup was that everybody was sharing me out.
But I don't see how that the sharing you out was something. I don't put that with King Roman. It might have been, but I don't know, because it was never discussed what the setting up of the King Roman news was. She said I tried to set her up on several things, so I got about 4 setups I tried to do with her apparently.
Hmm. Okay. So this particular setup, we don't, you guys don't really have clarity on who is the they, who is trying to set her up, and why they are trying to set her up. Correct?
Correct. I had to cut. I'm going on mute because I just cut the fan on.
Okay. Ox City says the first rumbling was TMO not being around for the challenge. Then KRN got a wrench on the spaceship. Then the Cash App. Then KRN said that on Ness. Then Uppity. Okay, so first it was she didn't show up for the challenge. Has she already been kicked out of the group? Is that why she didn't show up for the challenge? That's number one question. Then KRN got a wrench. Why did that's really none of my business and I don't really care, but I guess it's part of,
Exactly. But what happened with the wrench was Pazar put on her community wall. I didn't know all of this as it was going on, but Pazar put on her community wall. She needed some more mods, and King Roman volunteered, and she gave him the wrench.
okay. Okay, that's simple enough. Okay, cool. Okay, so he said, yeah, I'll be a mod. So and then he modded her up. But as far as this scenario is going, this is happening slap dab in the middle of the scenario and the kerfuffle. So then TMO takes that to think that this is a setup. So she
I
also,
guess.
so it's almost like she's saying he kicked me out of the group so that he could be closer to Pizarro. But that don't make sense because her and Pizarro are really cool. So I don't know. I don't know. That sounds weird. Okay, okay,
I
okay.
still don't know what the setup with King Roman was. I I've tried to figure out what she was talking about, but I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I was gonna try to, yeah, I can't talk for her, like I said, but I was trying to figure it out. But yeah, that doesn't make sense because they're really cool. So it sounds like she would be cool with both of her people being cool. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little odd. Okay. Um, Okay, so thanks for that, Ox City. So all of this stuff is happening. Boom, 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 boom. Now, uh, TMO is putting subliminals on her wall. KRN is about it. He's trying to stay, a little bit under the radar, but he does feel like he has to address it to some degree. Now I'm at the point of his first live. Nobody can talk that fast, Sassy. We get it. But I'm trying now. We're at his first live where he's like, shit, this is out of the bag. I'm going to have to discuss it, right? So in my opinion, him discussing that, him and TMO are no longer cool, but he's like, but I don't really want no beef. I'm not trying to go there with her. It's just a simple, like, we're just no longer as cool as we used to be. Is that kind of how you saw that live?
Yeah.
Okay. So um then all hell breaks loose because that's like, that's not, I guess she didn't want, I don't know what, I'm really trying hard, y'all, not to speak for TMO because I have zero business talking for TMO, but sometimes I'm trying to fill in the gaps. But she did not take his live as an olive branch. She took it as, I guess, a threat. I don't know. So then I remember seeing Pizarro go live and asking her to come on. I can't remember in the timeline when this happens, if it was before or after. Hey, Lady Tia. Hey, Dream with Breen. Long time no see. Then y'all tell me that she goes live. I haven't heard anything pertinent happening in her live. Did anything come out like, oh, wait, that live is when she's blaming you for everything, correct?
No, that was the live she made when she came out, and everything was my fault. I was the mastermind behind all of this. Was shit I don't even know. And the only thing that transpired prior to her doing that live with me and her was she blocked me the same day Jadon doxed me, and then she the day prior to her blocking me was she came on, I think it was either my panel or Lady Nika's, but both of us was there. So I think it was one of the Blackberry ladders. And she came up and she said, so y'all just sharing that bitch out. Y'all trying to get at me, and I said, no, it wasn't even about you. It was the fact that I'm cool with Sassy. She's not in the algorithm. I said I made a suggestion to her um to make a post so that we all could just grab it and share her alpha when she comes back on Sunday. So Lady Nika was there and she said, yeah, we shared her alpha. She's not in the algorithm. She's been gone. And I guess that wasn't a good enough answer.
So since so this is my part in it, right? So Yaya suggested, and I can't remember where we were, but Yaya suggested, hey, why don't you, just go ahead and do the live. And I remember saying, well, I'm gonna schedule it, Yaya, but it's like 4 or 5 days away. And she's like, yeah, but that way we can go ahead and share you. And I said, and then we were going back and forth, and I said, listen, that's a good idea. It's not my normal, but it's a great idea. Let me just do it. The part that I have an issue with is like, first of all, I don't ask anybody to share me out. I never have. As long as I've been coming live, I just never have said, can you share me out? That's not my style. Motherfuckers gonna come if they ain't gonna come, because I don't share people out. I don't like all that stuff on my wall, and I don't know what the fuck y'all about to say. You know what I'm saying? So what if I'm sharing you out and you about to fuck with somebody that I like or whatever, or say or something is gonna happen in that live, doxing or something. That's just been my rule from day one. So I don't think it's fair for me to be asking people to share me out when I'm not gonna share them out, right? So I've never done it. Yaya suggested it. I agreed. I did it. So the part of having to explain why anyone would share me out really, really, really fucking pisses me off. Like that triggers my ego. Why the fuck wouldn't they share me out? Okay. Her assuming that the live was going to be about her is again paranoia. I had no thought process of doing a live on TMO. None. That was a simple, I said one phrase. Don't, and I didn't say don't say Langston's name. I said, and I did it purposefully, don't worry about what Langston is doing. I couldn't even get out the ing on doing, and that motherfucker head blew the fuck up. And I was laughing. I thought it was
I
fucking
missed that too.
yeah, I thought it was fucking hilarious. And that was that for me. You know what I'm saying? I know, Ronnie Q, girl, baby. But and that was out. That was it for me. I didn't think anything else of it. I did hear that she was going around having like it was a badge of honor that she had cussed me out, but I don't really care. I don't hate TMO. I don't think about TMO. I don't give a fuck about TMO. You see what I'm saying? So it's when I say I don't give a fuck about somebody, that's what the fuck I mean. I'm not okay. Anyway, so then she has the audacity to come to you guys and say y'all shared that bitch out. Wait a minute, that's not your fucking place. How dare you? But you and Lady Nika were slow walking her. What's up, Ness? Y'all were slow walking her, rightfully so, because something's kind of wrong with her. Yes, Phoebe laughed and went right back to work, girl. So y'all slow walking her. No. We're cool. She asked us to, so why wouldn't we? And I was like,
you know, motherfucking well, I don't talk like that. Don't do that.
That's what it sounded like to me.
No, well, your ears are misconstrued. It just was like, girl, it kind of like took me aback. Like, I know that this is like this little you and Tyler thing. I think you played with her like a cat plays with a mouse. And so it's nothing really big. You know, you can get under her skin and you do whenever you feel like it. So, but it wasn't like, I really did not realize how deeply embedded her hatred for you was until then. And it was like hindsight is 2020. I did not believe, and then it further proved my point last night on Pazar's panel when she was trying to overtalk me, wanted to scream and holler. I wasn't doing all of that. But when she ended up screaming, y'all bitches shared Sassy out. Fuck all you bitches. And I said, oh, this is all about Sassy. All right, I'm out. Point taken.
That was very surprising. It was like she couldn't hold it in anymore. And I think that that's sad. I really do. But yeah, I mean, for me, I said it the first live to the person in the back chat. Of course, I appreciate everybody sharing me out. I already said that. Like, duh. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about TMOs.
No, but that's what leads me back to all of this was triggered by all of us sharing out Sassy. And that was just like the last match on the fire. It just blew up. That was the match that caught, and everything went down from there.
Yeah, Molly says because Sassy on Pizarro's panel was very surprising, but nothing surprises me anymore on YouTube. Well, I think that that's an interesting juxtaposition. I put Pizarro on a year punishment because I didn't like the way the bitch was talking to me. We still don't really fuck with each other, but we don't fuck with each other, right? We never blocked each other. We were never afraid to say what the fuck we had to say to each other. And she was talking about something pertinent. So I literally had not clicked her link in 18 months. Most of these motherfuckers get back and forth with each other in 18 days. So if 18 months punishment is not good enough for y'all, then I don't give a fuck, really. And I don't have surprising or not surprising. The bottom line is that means that it's still about Sassy. That's what the fuck it means. So that's how I take that. But anyway, so then King Roman News shares me out. I literally go to him on IG and I ask him for the very first time, do you mind sharing my post? It wasn't even the remember I did a post first. It wasn't even the live yet. It was the post. He didn't even say nothing. In 2 seconds he came back and he said done. Okay, I gave a lipstick emoji. It was a wrap. No different than what I would have done to him had he asked something like that, right? No big deal for me or him. I can speak for him on that. It wasn't even a thought process. I don't know nothing about TMO getting kicked out of his chat, nor do I care. I don't know nothing about no Cash App to Bizarre. I don't know nothing about none of this. I just know I'm going live and I'm not in the algorithm, right? So that's it. But somehow it's this all comes back to her deep, deep, deep rooted hatred for Sassy, who has never done anything specifically to her, just roasting and gagging on the internet. Okay, trying to get off of Sassy, but you said that that's like the flame that, you know, lit the whole, burned the whole shit down. It was just enough is a fucking enough. Okay, whatever.
Right, and then that's when she started. I'm not sure if it was on her wall or what, but she basically she disappeared. She popped back up. Um, like I think like a couple of days before, she was at everybody's panel but Pizzazz, the person
Mm,
that's been looking for. So this was bringing attention to the situation, so that she was finally getting all the attention that she wanted. So she was clicking links, but it was never her bitches, her number one bitch on YouTube's link that she clicked. So, and I find that to be very manipulative too. But you know, it ain't, I'm not bizarre. I can't tell her how to feel. But I just felt like, um, if I'm gonna come back and I done already got Pizarre going from chat to chat looking for me and asking me questions when she see me, and I still don't hit her link. So it was. Mm-mm.
okay, let's move on to that then. So all of this stuff happens. Then King Roman does this middle of the night live, followed by followed by Cruiser's live, because Cruiser is in the chat now. Cruiser's like, wait a minute, now I'm kind of getting roped up into this. So let me put my 2 cents in, or $5 in. King Roman News is in Cruiser's chat. My ears go up. Now I'm like, shit, I gotta get a snack. Like I got like some shit is about to go down. I could tell the way he was typing, right? Like, oh shit. So then
But
very,
mind you, that was after her live. She went live first.
did she I'm getting conflicting information on her live. Did she say anything in her live that you think that he would be really like wound up about?
Basically, she was saying that it was. The one part I heard was that I was going after her channel. I had set all of this up. Basically, all I heard, only thing I got was clips of was what was said about me.
So that's what I got too. I didn't, again, I'm speaking only from other people telling me. So I got the fact, this is what I thought. So let me lead it up. Phenomenal. I'm about to ask your question in a second. So Cruiser goes live. She says a few things. King Roman is heated. I can tell in the chat. Then he goes live, lays her the fuck out. But I'm missing what happens in her live. But I can understand almost what happened in her live because of how Ox City, Bobby, Hayes J, how they're responding to King Roman's live. Now it's, to me, as a subby, it looks like they are going live because of the disrespect to you. That's what it appeared. That's how it appeared to me. Like,
No, actually, she put
okay.
out screenshots of um a partial screenshot of a conversation when Jay was talking to her after her and my argument early that morning when she was reading the chat. And then she put out that Jay and Voodoo was in the chat, like that was supposed to like mean that they were unloyal. Then she put out that what else did she say? Everybody that said something, she had said something about or put screenshot out about them.
Wait, is this what? So after they talked on King Roman or before?
This was before. That's why they were
So
talking about
that's why they were talking, is because in her live, she starts to, basically what you're telling me, in that live, she starts to discredit the other members of the chat.
correct.
Okay, so did we know that, y'all? Because I can't. Like I said, I can't keep up, and it was in. I just happened to wake up in the middle of the night, so I didn't. Okay, and plus, like I said, I don't have to keep saying it. I don't watch her, so okay. So she is going through, and so are you telling me the screenshot of me saying that the call didn't get anywhere, and that people should talk directly if they have future issues? Well, that seems fair enough, and that's pretty direct, Voodoo. Thank you. So she's putting out screenshots of the chat that she just got kicked out of, and and trying to discredit the other members, including you and the other people who spoke.
Okay, and can you go back to Phenomenal's question?
I can't find it, I don't think, but
Let me see if I can find it.
I can paraphrase it. Basically, it was, do you think that
I got it.
Okay.
Do you think you were brought up because so many people know you talk to a lot of people behind the scenes, respectfully? I don't think that's the reason why, but I think that's another way that they could bring attention that I talk to a lot of people. Do, will, and will continue. I'm a listening ear for a lot of people. I talk to people's kids. I talk to people about whatever they're going through in their life. And that's the one reason why I started the Blackberry Letter, because I was doing so much talking to people behind the scenes, where they come and tell me the good news, the bad news, or whatever. So I'm not going to stop talking to people behind the scenes. Y'all have never heard me tell anything that I've had behind the scenes. It is what it is.
Yeah, but it can be weaponized. So that's what. So Phenomenal's question is, yeah. So
It was weaponized, but it's not going to change anything that I do.
That's fair. That's fair enough. But it can be weaponized. So King Roman lays her out. It's I mean, now he's talking about personal things, about their meetup. He is pissed. And it appears to me that he is super fucking pissed that she had the audacity to come after the chat members. Right? That's how it appears to me. He can correct me if I'm wrong. Enough is fucking enough. We are moving right along. We are going to shut this shit down because now you're doing too much. That's how it appears to me. So then let's jump forward because I didn't see her next live. So let's jump forward to Pizarro goes live. Okay, thanks, King Roman. So Pizarro comes live and she's focusing on why is there a secret group? I don't know if I'm getting this right, but why is there a secret group? Why didn't you face Yaya say anything about the secret group? Okay,
wait a minute. That in itself is funny to me because I am a grown motherfucking woman and I do what I want. I don't have to check in with anyone about anywhere that I go. If you know me and you know my character, you shouldn't have to worry about where I go. I've been in many places when people are arguing against people that I deal with, and if I like both of them, I have always remained neutral. So, and I'm not going to sit up there and bash somebody that I call myself being in a YouTube ship with. I'm not going to sit up there and let you kick their back and not say nothing. And I've stood in the gap many a time and proven myself. So that was just funny to me because I don't recall Pazar asking me did I want to be on the StreamYards preferring Flickr.
So that's what I was speaking about. Some people won't trust that. Yeah, I get it. But then did you hear Phenomenal? Did you hear her response? Like she's saying, well, who are you guys to tell me where I should be going and about what I'm doing when I don't know everything that y'all are doing either. And nor do I ask. I think that is an appropriate response, a retort. So then
the only reason why I went up there because in my opinion, Pazar was up there looking crazy. She was fussing, cussing, hollering, and screaming. I'm like, girl, what are you so upset about? And then when they wanted to ask me, was I in a group? Yes, I was in a group. Was there anything Salacious said? No, it wasn't. It was my new conversation. And then I will still say it was my new conversation. There was no doxing. No one's jobs were ever talked about. Um, then the only time jobs was talked about was when King Roman was doxed, and we was talking about what information they had and all of that stuff. But that's about it.
So let's go on that. Let's take a slight turn onto that. So he was maliciously and viciously, in my opinion, doxed.
Let me
He
tell you something. Wait a minute, because you done put this in here 3 times, and I'm gonna go ahead and answer you.
who? So I
I'm
can
gonna breathe.
highlight. Okay.
So yeah, that makes your folks side eye you. They are the ones that built you up. So now you are basically saying F them. No, the fuck I didn't. See, I know your comprehension skills are low at best. What I'm saying is, I'm a grown woman. I've given you no reason to question my loyalty. So therefore, let my character speak first. Secondly, ain't nobody build me up. I did just as much work as they did on their panels. Not well, I ain't gonna say just as much, but I was always supporting. So don't sit up there and act like I sat up there, and I'm grateful for all the panels that everybody had me on, and I was on everybody's panel. But you're not gonna take what I got from me.
I would agree
And
with
girl, she just irritates my soul. Sometimes you about to be blocked again.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's not. I agree with that assertion for sure. Like, I mean, you definitely put in some work, and that's why you see the numbers that you see, because people are very, very. Carrie say number one panel hoe. That's why you see the numbers that you get, because people know who you are. It's not, you know what I mean. So, but they, whatever. But so slight turn on the docs, right? So King Roman is just vicious as it relates to who doxed him, the whole story. Bree doxes him. Dimples has a part in it. I can't remember who
And that
else.
all transpired from when Bree got information. She stopped and got in touch with had someone get in touch with King Roman for her to let him know that it was out there. She didn't pass it on. She didn't dox him. And Dimples got angry because she wanted that information. So she went around telling everybody that yes, Bree and Triple Red and I forgot who else, that they all were in it together doxing him.
She confirmed King Roman's suspicions, but King Roman was the one that came out and was and accused Bree of it, right? So he has to take ownership of that. So he accuses Bree and whoever else that was of doxing him, and
Right,
he's very, very adamant about it until he's not.
right.
A few questions about that. Is anybody in the group chat, i.e., you, Voodoo, It's Jay, saying Bree would not do something like that? KRN, are you guys retorting his assumptions?
Right,
Or
right, but we can't make him believe what we see in Bree, and we were right. She didn't do it.
no, I'm saying, was that put in the
Right,
chat?
right. We're saying no. Bree's not doc. Bree didn't have anything to do with this,
You
and
guys,
then really, yeah,
okay,
we're voicing our no. This not
okay,
Bree, and
got it.
then we're when Dimples came out and then reiterated it that it was Bree. Dimples is a fucking liar, is what we said.
Okay. That's what I want to know. So, so the people who are on her team, so to speak, I don't really know how to say it because I don't know if you guys are friends, or so I don't know. So the people on her who she thinks is on her team are telling him in this chat, "Nah, nigga, we don't know who did it, but you got this one wrong."
Exactly.
Okay. Um. So then he says, I guess publicly, that it wasn't Bree. I don't know who
Right.
Just Me is. Hi, who are you? You can type it in the back chat. This is just for Yaya right now. You can type in the back chat because I don't know who you are, honey. Okay, and you need to go. Do you know how to type in the back chat? You should go ahead and do that before I release you. Okay.
Nika ain't hand me a channel. YouTube handed me a channel, Summer. See, this is what I'm talking about. You always want to act like you're coming from the other side, just the devil's advocate, but you're really a shit starter. But nothing you can say, nothing you can do can break what I got.
Can you guys go ahead and tap the like button for me, please? I really super appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for everybody being here and joining us on the Sassy Show, kind of an impromptu live where I just wanted to get more clarity on this situation. So I really appreciate you guys' time. Thank you so much. So you guys tell him in the back in the chat, listen, this is not that's not who Bree is. He's still adamant about it. Then he finds out it's not Bree. What does that conversation, just loosely, I'm not asking for anything
Told
specific.
you so. I ain't got no problem with it. Told you it wasn't. Told you.
And everybody in the chat at the time can see these responses, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So then I'm sure King Roman was like, yep, you told me so. My bad.
Yeah, all right, get off my back. All right, I'm wrong. Okay, y'all said it was what it was. That's what his response was to us.
Okay. So that was a side track. So then let's get back on track. Pizarro approaches you with the situation and sounds a bit angry. What are you doing in that chat? Why didn't anybody know you were in the chat? Blah blah blah.
Which is a bald-faced lie. They just don't pay attention because I have publicly said it. I know more than 3 times that I was in that chat.
And I don't know what you're saying, Spam, but the damage was done. What we're talking about is her friend's response to the damage, right? So I don't know and so the damage wasn't done because Bree and King Roman squashed it. So no, the damage wasn't done. That was, Bree, forgave him, I guess, of sorts, and even to the point of sponsoring him for a challenge. So let's jump to that. Bree agrees to judge the challenge and also sponsor KRN. You say, well, I don't think that that's a good idea for you to be judging and sponsoring someone.
No. What I said was I could see his point of view that you're a judge and you sponsored him and y'all had prior beef. I'm not saying that he was right or wrong because by the same token, he didn't host the challenge, but he set up a challenge, categories and everything, and he won the challenge. So you see what I'm saying? It's the same thing on both sides. The optics don't look good. They'll have to look good. It's not going to look good to everybody. But if y'all, it is what it is. I kept saying, I see both sides. No one here heard that. All they heard was, I saw his side.
Okay, so let's slow down that one because I think that definitely, I heard Bree say that was a bone of contention to her. And her point of view was this is how she saw it and heard it. You came out and said, oh, no, I don't think that's a good look for you to be doing that. That's how she saw it. But she's saying she didn't hear you come out publicly and say that's not a good look for King Roman News
to be. Jumped off the channel when I finished talking about it. When I was finished talking, then she came back to the chat.
Say that again.
She jumped off but she cut me off and jumped off the panel. And when she jumped down, I finished my statement.
So it's your assertion that you said it, but she didn't hear it.
Lisa Green, that's not true. King Roman News would not have said that they had nothing to do with
Lisa Green, take that comment out. What we see, the issue is that we're trying to get to the truth. So you can't have the person who was accosted saying it wasn't them. King Roman News knows exactly who doxed him. Maybe y'all don't know, but he knows. So, can we just work with the facts? I just want to deal with facts, y'all, not your assumption, even after we're trying to give you the facts. That's not fair. I'm literally trying to give you the facts, but you're like, nope, I still think they had something to do with. Well, King Roman News knows. So come on, y'all. So
Okay, I don't know why the blame is placed on me. Let me tell you why I think the blame is placed on me. TMO started her memberships the day before I started my membership. She got some memberships, I think like 100 or something. When I started my memberships, my first day I had 404 memberships. And I think that was a bone of contention because um Pazar, Lady Nika, Bree, all of them came up and they congratulated me and stuff like that, and told me they was proud of me. I don't know if that happened on hers, but I feel like it's always been she wants to be in that holy trinity. Um, I just don't understand the whatever you do for one person, you got to do for another person. I got to show you as much love, no matter what our relationship is, as I show somebody else. It's crazy to me. I thought people were supposed to have a mind of their own, and I just don't understand why everyone feels everyone needs to be treated the exact same way across the board.
equally makes no sense. But we're not dealing with, something's kind of wrong with her. Uh, so Spam says, but Sassy, that's what I told you. Even if KRN said was not her or TRX, the damage is done, but that doesn't have anything to do with Yaya or anybody else. That's about King Roman News and Bree. So that's up. That's a discussion between KRN and Bree. If the damage is done, then why was Bree trying to show an olive branch by offering to sponsor him? So that's what I'm saying. It's like you guys have these things going on in your own head, but that's not the facts. The facts of it is that that's a big gigantic olive branch for Bree to say, "Hey, you want to be in it? I'll sponsor you. Yeah, I'm cool." So I don't know why you
But
keep
even
saying.
after the fact, when all of that kicked off, I still said I believe that Bree did that sponsorship for him as an olive branch. I never thought it was done out of malicious intent. It had no malicious intent in it. Um, so I just don't know. If you ask me a question, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not gonna. I don't have to sugarcoat or lie to anybody about anything. I'm grown. And that's the part that's really getting me, that I'm being painted as a liar, a snake. I was called the mole. I wasn't a good friend. I'm not loyal. But it's easy to be loyal to someone when you out in the masses and oh, you woo banging. But most times when somebody is doing the most woo banging for you in the front, and when they get behind, they talking about you. They can't say that about me. I didn't let nobody kick their back in. I didn't do any of that. And that's the part. Don't defame my character.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna go there. So Bree's side of it. Span said, but you have to understand, Sassy, what Bree said yesterday, how my mods and the folks that I fuck with, how y'all in a group with that dude that said I'm a doxer. Get it. But now they're I don't know about now, it's in today, but they're okay. So let's get on to it, Spam. Let's get to, I can transition to that. So now you have Pizarro saying whatever she's saying to you, like she's basically upset that you were in this secret group chat that everybody else is saying it wasn't secret. But it is private, I guess. Nevertheless, you and her have words. Then Bree comes live and she feels a certain kind of way, right? So now she's like, yeah, to Spam's point, how are these people that I'm cool with in this dude's chat? I can
But
understand
they have
that.
always had people on their panels talk big shit about me and said nothing. But I didn't do that. I'm not gonna let nobody totally kick your back in and I say nothing.
Hold on. You just said a whole lot. you said that they, as in Bree, Pizarro, and who else? Is Lady Nika in there?
No, not since I became a co-host, but there have been times people had shit to say about me on there.
Previously.
And
Okay.
right. And my whole thing is people have come in and talk big shit. And I don't sit up there and say, oh, why you ain't kick them down? Why you ain't stop them from saying that? That's not what you do. My whole thing is if it's not detrimental to your livelihood, your page, your home, your family, if it's just somebody that the little murmurings that people have, because nobody likes everybody. Everybody ain't gonna like you. If it's not anything that's going to do damage to you, I am not. If I'm not going to run back, I would be running all day. With as many chats as I go in, I would be running all day. I'm not that. I'm not going to bring you nothing that I don't think is really worthy of talking about. Because I tell you, you hurt somebody's feelings because you ain't shared them out, and I keep bringing that back to you.
Hold on a second. Cool, and stop harassing my guests. Damn. Act
Oh,
right.
who she talking to? King Roman. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just harassing that motherfucker in all caps. Go ahead.
So, I just don't feel like every little thing should be brought back. Especially one lady Nika said, don't bring it back all this stuff. If it's not nothing big, I ain't gonna say you because I done handled it. If it's something that I feel like when the Doxing thing, I spoke out. I let it be known. No, that's not it. That's all you can trust me to do. But until I show you differently that I was behind somewhere and I was somewhere, which let me go back to this. I have stayed neutral in all of these YouTube CCs, stubbies, or whatever chat, unless I didn't fuck with the person and I felt the same way. But if I fuck with both people, I know how to be Switzerland. The problem is most of y'all don't. Most of y'all don't even know how to even spell loyalty rather than live it. I keep telling y'all, I've told y'all who I am from the very beginning. What you see is what you get. I'm not gonna lie to y'all because I don't give a fuck enough about y'all to lie.
Let me provide some clarity. So now we're at the point of Bree has an issue with her people in quotes being in KRN's chat. Okay. I can see that side of it, but I can see that side of it. Let me just say that me and my, I'm not in group chats, but as I'm talking to the people that I'm very close with and cool with, we are, I'm expressing myself to them. They're expressing themselves back to me. I would not like it if I look up one day and someone who has accused me of maliciously and viciously doxing them, that I see my people. I just wouldn't like it. It wouldn't feel right to me. Right. Um, it just is what it is. However, I do understand your point of view that I'm not doing anything. So there's nothing for me to be talking about. This is very surface level bullshit or, talking about people. And
It's
so
very surface level, and it wasn't big enough until she got kicked out the group. So that for her to come out here, give half-ass results, and make all these accusations, and this nothing ass bitch is telling y'all that I am a nothing ass bitch when I've shown you nothing but true integrity on here. When I tell y'all all the time I'm messy, but I do my messy in the forefront.
So your angst and frustration is like, how dare you believe this known messy bitch, no good for nothing ass bitch? How dare you even believe her over me? Because she's shown you her messy. I have never done that.
Exactly.
So what if I tell you that from what I heard from Bree, she does not think this is at all about TMO?
Well, that's from her perspective. Her
Right.
perspective is that you just said it's people that her moms and people that she fucked with was in a chat of someone who said she was a doctor that she had a big beef with. But by the same token, she's done the same thing. She was with somebody who I had a big beef with, who I had knockout dragouts, the person that was sending out my pictures, my camera sticks, giving people my information to try to dox me. She was with that person. I still never held it against her because I didn't think Bree had anything to do with it.
This person was Kimmy?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think I remember that. Like, I
Yeah,
don't.
ZX. That's when ZX started coming after me.
Ah, I'm gonna pause on that one. So, hey Lex girl. So, were you moving like you were moving because it was natural for you to move like that, or were you moving like that because you felt like these are the rules that you set forth?
I moved. I'm my own person. Number one, I'm only loyal to those that have never made me question theirs. Bree had never made me question her loyalty, even when the fact that referring Kimmy, I put that on Kimmy. I didn't put that on Bree. I
Mm.
find it it's amazing to me. I can stand in the gap, but I can't get the same consideration. She made a statement last night. Something about um somebody giving her. She has a problem. What she's having a problem with was giving people the benefit of the doubt who have never given it to her, which wouldn't be true because no matter what went on, I was still there and her Mars was still there. Margate, all that other stuff that went on with everybody talking about she a doxer, she did this, she did that. Never did I waver. But this is the one time, and it comes from an unreliable source with no proof. And I feel like you're questioning me.
And that makes you mad. I'm very angry.
It really does. My character is everything.
Absolutely. Hold on just a second. I'm getting a long ass message. Like I can read all of this while I'm live. Are you fucking serious? Child, I can't even process that right now. Lady Aquarius, chill out. Who are you? Do I know you? Do we know you? Yeah. Anyway, I cannot police 800, almost 900 people. The mods know what to do, y'all. Sorry if they're bothering y'all, but they know how far to go and how far not to go. Just, there's just some people, y'all, that just love picking on people, and that's just how it is. Shit. Um, okay, so that really, really pisses you off because you heard what Bree is saying. That she's upset about the optics. I'm assuming that's what she said. She's upset about the optics. She's upset that she didn't know anything about the chat. She's also piecing together things in her mind that seem like it is making her feel a sort of way. But then your retort is, well, wait a minute. Well, what about you being really cool with Kimmy and Kimmy like dogging me out and trying to dox me and getting ZX on me and I stayed in the paint. So um that's not that's not an accurate description of what we're doing, of what went on here. So then after Bree's live yesterday, what were you frustrated, angry? Like what did you go through after hearing that?
I didn't hear it till this. I only heard clips of it. I didn't watch the whole thing because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the way it was going, and I don't want to have. I don't want to have an attitude with Brie. I have to see her point of view, but I
Yeah,
need her to see mine also. And then
absolutely.
later on, we'll be able to come together and have a talk. But right now, we both heated.
Right.
I'm really furious right now. And it's a lot of y'all nothing ass bitches. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. It's a lot of y'all people that I would rather not deal with anymore.
Hey, Miss Dovey,
So
you can call them nothing ass bitches. Do you want to put a name on it, or you want to keep that to yourself? Who you think the nothing ass bitches are, or who you're
oh, it's a
upset?
whole bunch of them. The list is too long to name. But off the top of my head, Chat Rap, Dovey,
Oh,
um, Just Krista.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't have a problem saying I'm not fucking with y'all in no way, shape, or form.
what is Jay Dunn saying? I want to know what fools were silly enough to
Oh, and
put.
that's the main one right there.
put
You don't have to read me shit from her.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. It's up and stuck with y'all. I mean, Don, I don't think that's a very fair question. I mean, people can put up pictures of their family members as they're talking. I mean, it didn't seem like a malicious, salacious chat. So if they want to put up, hey, this is my grandbaby. Do you guys, Jay Dunn? I
No,
have a
doggy, it don't make a difference whether you like me. The reason why you don't like me is because I call you out on your BS.
So yeah, let me Jay Dunn, it's that's not I mean, do you criticize ODS for having his godson in live? So I don't think that's a fair criticism. Good day, Sassy and chat. I need to say this. Let's address the common denominator here. This is not the first, second, or third situation that imploded due to TMO. It can't all be a coincidence. She is the issue, in my opinion. Well, Yaya would agree with you, but Bree would not. So that's why I thought the conversation, at least even if it has to be one side, and Yaya hit the nail on the head. I don't think that this is irreversible. Neither one of them did anything malicious to the other. But they are very, very, very frustrated with each other. And that happens with friendship. So I don't really want to hear a whole bunch of, not that I've seen it here, but I don't want to hear a whole bunch of they'll be back friends and da da da. Yeah. Where do you guys live that your friends don't, that you don't have really deep discussions with your friends, or y'all don't fall out, or y'all don't have issues? Like, where does that happen? I don't know, but it makes no sense. So that's where I'm like, this seems like two sides are very, very frustrated. Now, are you Oak? Is Lady Nika and Pizarro in the same boat with Bree, or are they separate as it relates to this issue?
I've actually had a talk. My talk with Pazar, um, on her panel. If she want to have a talk, we can. Lady Nick and I have talked.
Okay, we'll leave that there. Okay. So it seems like minus Bree's side, which I know Bree went live yesterday, but I feel like it's different when someone else can like ask you the questions as you're stating your opinion so that we can get like a deeper clarity. But as it relates to Bree, she's saying pretty much the same thing you're saying. Like, it's not up and stuck. However, I feel a certain kind of way. And your response to her is, you have a right to feel a certain kind of way. However, I feel a certain kind of way as well. Correct?
Correct. I was reading Debbie's comment to Cooling. You are a grown woman. Maybe you should start acting as such. No, this ain't your job, but you come in here and you say all this vows. You drop down and say all this vow stuff, and then don't want nobody to address you. You want them to come to your struggling ass fucking panel so that they can go over there and give you numbers. The devil is a lie.
I see your comment, Bobby. Um, so okay. You have a live schedule later, correct?
Yes, at 4.
At 4 Eastern. Okay. And is it going to be a continuation of what's going on now with this situation, or what's on that live?
It's an open panel. This is
Mm-hmm.
not going to be monetized. I'm going to drop the link, and whatever happened, happened.
So y'all see it. So go ahead. Wait. Sassy, my comment wasn't even for y'all. So why is she telling you what comments you can and cannot read? Well, because she's my guest, Jay. And she's not happy with you. Didn't you dox her name? You know? Did you not see the title, Sassy? I think your knot on your head is bothering you today, Coolin. My goodness. What do you do for that knot anyway? But so if you guys would go ahead and click the reminder on Yaya's live, because that'll be a continuation. I just wanted to see what we could do to get some clarity. And again, I know it's difficult with one side of the story, but Bree has spoken on it. I feel like I'm glad to hear. I'm happy to hear that it's that at least on one side, it's not about TMO. And I'm just saying that not even to be ugly to her, because I really just want to leave her alone. But I don't want to see somebody who I feel like gets off on confusion and chaos come in between a long-standing situation, you know. And so that's kind of where I was like, I don't want this to be about her. I just want, like, whatever you guys have to talk about, like, you can eventually, again, when both sides are ready, just kind of come together and resolve it in whatever manner it's going to be resolved. I'm not one of those people like, work it out, because I don't know the depth of this, right? But as long as there's honesty and transparency, then I feel like at least everybody can get a good comprehension and a good understanding of where the other one is feeling. I know you said earlier that I could drop the link. So are you okay with that? Or,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So what we're not gonna do is yell and scream because it's just not necessary. This is Yaya's version of what happened to her and her other chatters, right? So I really let me do it like this actually. For right now, I only want people who were involved in the situation, i.e., KRN, Bobby, Voodoo, whoever, like the Pizarro. Obviously, if Bree changes her mind and wants to click the link, Lady Nika, like those type of people that were directly involved. All of that other stuff, y'all don't trust y'all. You don't have any, if unless you coming up here to show me a hardcore receipt, that's just going to be causing confusion. So I don't care nothing about what y'all think, right? I only want to know what you know. Okay, this channel is for what the fuck? What do you know? Do you know? I can't sing it because I forgot the words. Don't laugh, y'all.
Well,
All right.
you have. Do you know where you're going to? Do you know? Do you know the things that life are showing you? Do you know
You know
where you're going to?
where you going to, Langston?
Oh, I got it. Did you give him my message?
I did.
Oh yeah, you know what? I did get it, and this is a constant source of disagreement. Oh
No,
no. But but I go get your apple juice and
no.
let me say hello to
You don't even
yeah
have
yeah.
anything to do with this, Langston. And
Oh,
I have
hold on. My time is limited
go
before
ahead.
there's a lot of chaos. You better manage that chaos too. But
You better be
yeah
quiet.
yeah
Yeah.
I want to say good afternoon to you.
Good
I think
afternoon,
this was
Tyler.
very informative what was being said today on this live because to be honest with you, as a male, I, I thought the whole thing was kind of foolish and childish and I really wasn't interested. But where I did have an interest in is the situation about how you viewed a certain thing and how Lady Nika viewed something. Lady Nika and I side on the Lady Nika point of view. If someone is talking about me, I want to know. I want to know about it. That's just who I am. But I also respect your. I know Sam Bradley and you have a different. And for Sam Bradley, I can understand because who wants to hear every? Because he's constantly people are saying something about him, so it would be foolish for him to want to hear everything.
And they always talking about Lady Nika all the time.
Yeah,
There's no
but
chat that she can go into that she is totally free, except hers, mine's, Bree, and Pizzazz, because she has a monster there too. Those are the only places that she is totally free to go to without somebody harassing her and stuff. So yeah.
oh, you actually made a good point there. You made a good point there in terms of Lady Nika. But if it was me, because nobody's talking about me except if it's in the context of praise and worship. So if someone has something negative say about me, I would want to hear about it because that's just how petty I am. I guess I need to hear everything, and so I do get that. Now, I do want to say this before because I have two things in this. little bit off topic here, but I do want to say this, and I think it's clear. And for the mods, please drop Sassy's Cash App. I mean, we have over, I don't know how many people. I don't really watch the numbers unless I'm watching the numbers of clowns who try to infiltrate the sector. But I don't know how many people were in here, but $1. Give $1. If that's all you have, give $1. I mean,
I'm that messy. You forgot a few. I'm sorry, Talon, because you begging right now. Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm I'm that messy. The whole thing of it is not only was it Nika, Goddess, and Brianna, it was also Kimmy, it was also Sir K, it was also Ask April, and now King Roman. If that's not a pattern, then oh well. If
Hey,
y'all can't see it,
yeah, thanks, yeah, yeah. But let me get back to my bagging. So, if you can just give at least $1 for the content, because if I mean, this is the least you can do because Sassy continues to bring stellar content along with Yaya and her channel as well. She's going to delve deeper into this subject on her channel a little bit later today. I will be front row and center as I sometimes I arrive late, but I'm there. Yaya. But and the second thing I want to say, and this is going to sound very weird to some of you, but those of you who know, you know. But Informant Sugar, aka Grist, she really just it warmed my spirit the other day hearing her sing on Ronnie Q's live, and a lot of people didn't understand the emotion that resulted. And when we heard that, those of you who are part of this movement, this struggle, this charity starts at home community we have within the beef sector. And so, and continuing along those lines, I want to take an opportunity to say Ronnie Q is going live at 4 o'clock in the morning, Pacific time, 6 o'clock Central, and we need to support that. See, he's always giving great content. We had our issues that squashed. Make sure you pay attention. But that's all I had to say. Back to your regularly scheduled program, and I can't wait to hear your live later on, Fates.
She probably is on mute. Thank you so much, Langston. Trace, are you there? We'll see what happened with Fates, you guys. I just dropped the link
yeah,
again.
I'm here.
Okay.
And yeah, shout out to Ronnie Q, always giving great commentary. Dolby Rowe got more going on than you. Don't worry about me being alive. Miss two transmissions, miss eviction. Don't do it. We can run them all down, and there's still more.
So everybody knows that Miss Dobie is my boo, but in this case, Miss Dobie, you in you in the chat talking crap. So you know what I'm saying. I got to let this one go because it is what it is. But Miss Dobie, number one boo in my eyes. I just want that to be known and said. If nobody else have anything to say that was involved in the shenanigans, then we can I will drop the link for open again. We just say what you got to say, then you can move on. Because I mean, again, this live was really for the people who were involved, but I understand how the beef sector works and people want to give their 2 cents. So from one panel whore to the others, I can dig it. Anything else that you feel like that I didn't ask the question, didn't ask the right question, feel like you're going to address on your live? Anything at all? Give me 1 second.
Basically,
Hey.
Good afternoon.
Oh, I'm gonna put you on mute.
oh,
Put you on mute because you got a lot of background. Let me let
he in the
Faith.
car
Hello.
driving.
Yeah, he's driving. Go ahead, honey.
Basically, all I'm basically gonna let whoever want to have whatever they want to say to me. I'm gonna drop the link.
Okay. And so we'll be there. That's for sure.
And it will be a beef sector panel. Just to let y'all know. Um, so Jay Dunn, you're not welcome. So
Uh
don't even try to hit the link. There's nothing I have to say to you.
ODS, did you want to come back up? Dandelion, you don't have a picture up or anything. What's going on there?
That's the pro. Let them go.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Let them go?
Put your banner up and let them up.
Yeah, but there's nothing there at all. They're gonna have to put something there.
Ain't nobody gonna see it.
Oh, can I do banners if I didn't?
He said he dropped. Yeah, you can do a banner, but put an overlay up and then add them
Okay.
to the page.
Dandelion, are you gonna talk, Dandelion?
I know that's right, Jay Dunn. I know you don't want to hit my link, Jay Dunn. You want to keep throwing out lies. Go right ahead.
Dandelion, you have one more time. Do you want to talk? Goodbye.
All of y'all, Lisa Ling, all of y'all saw mine in ODS's fight. It was on live. I know, Jay Dunn. Long as I'm not an anaconda like you, I'm good.
Hey, ODS, honey.
Hello, good afternoon. Is my car too
Hey,
loud?
No, it's much better now.
Okay, you kept muting me and pissing me off, so I was just wondering. But
It was so loud, honey. It was so loud. We couldn't even hear. It was like you had.
okay,
ODS, that's how you make us feel when we hit
it's
your
raining
link.
too. Don't do
Yeah.
that. It's raining now. Miss Fates, I know you don't much like me now, but I just wanted to make
I
sure you're
know I
okay with
hate
me
you
being
so much. I hate
okay.
you so much, especially when I made that. I hated you so much when we had our big argument on live on Pizarro's page, but don't know, bring that back up. Why don't you? So go ahead.
Cool and shut the fuck up. But
Mm,
anyway,
mm, mm.
um, that was all I was wondering because it was such a dramatic moment, and it was and
Yeah, pour
and
anything you
Yaya
can
don't
out
like
there.
OD. Like, who the fuck is ODS? Why do anybody care if anybody likes me? Like,
Oh yes,
yeah,
we've talked, right?
we have. That didn't phase me. I
So
was just wondering. It was. I guess it was supposed to have a stab effect.
I guess pull anything you can out your ass.
What are y'all talking
Everything.
about? Excuse me.
So
What are y'all talking?
yesterday when her and Yaya got to arguing, the last thing she said on Pizarro's panel was, "And Yaya don't fuck with ODS," and she hung up and left. Like,
Who said that?
Demon Soul. It was a mic
The
drop.
liar, the liar.
Oh,
The one that wants to wear a sassy skin coat.
like Buffalo.
If I could be like Sassy is the song of the day.
My God.
But yeah, I was just seeing if Yaya still like me or if she needed to take my wrench or if I'm
I
not invited
love
to her
you.
live.
I
Okay.
let me put it out here. I love you.
Well, I appreciate it. The get along gang, we can't be beefing. So,
Exactly.
but no, I enjoyed the show. I'm leaving work, going to give me something to eat. I'll be in the chat.
All right, honey. Thanks for coming up.
All right.
Bye. Well, child, it's only been 2 hours, so I didn't keep too much of your time today. I'm glad that you were
Yes,
able.
thank you. I
Yeah.
wanted to come here. I knew it would be someplace where everybody would be free to come, and you need to get back in the algorithm. We need to get you on here at least a month straight. So yeah.
Child, please, y'all gonna have to bring beef sector commentary for the sassy. But I'm out of town next week, and then May is a hot mess. So don't expect too much from me rather, because y'all, I'm out of town again in May for work, Mother's Day, and everybody's coming to my house for Memorial Day. So that's already 3 weekends right there. You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna
Well,
be
you better figure it out. But
child.
that's not enough. So you need to make it enough.
Child, I just do it for the people, honey. So when the people when the people need me, honey, I will
No, I don't wanna. No, I don't. I
who
do not believe her. She's told
who
so many other lies. One of them says, man, I'm late. I just got one question. Yeah, do you believe King Roman News told TMO you and Voodoo were complaining about her, or you think she made that up? I'm more than sure she made it up. I mean, she might have thought that considering it was told that she was so drunk. So I don't know.
that was a bone of contention that somebody said, well, how do they know that that didn't happen? Like, why? So the question is, why are you so adamant that she made it up? Because I already know the answer, I think, but
Because she's lied about so many other things when it came to me. She sat up there, and I went back to listen to it after I argued with her on Pazar's panel. That she never said that I was trying to take her page, and yes, she did say that I was trying to take her page. I was fucking with her page. I was going to block people. I had nothing. That I didn't even make no comments about her. For you to come out here in front of your 1.1K that you are so happy about. Let's see if you get them after you stop talking about me. Yeah, the name that paid.
Name that paid. Hey, Miss Toby Boo, King Roman News says, I've never said that to anyone ever. Never mentioned a voodoo or yaya together in a sentence ever. That's not a thought I would have had at that time. You know, the problem is, for me, it's not really a problem, but I will speak on it. So I have no clue, right? Just outside looking in, speaking from a subby. I have no clue who said what, right? But what I do have a clue in on that voodoo is not the type to stir up shit. Yaya is messy. I guess that's what you guys like to call it. Messy, nosy, whatever, but not a malicious shit starter. King Roman News loves to come off his motherfucking nasty porch when he has to. So for me personally, I use context clues. Who else said it? Bobby said it. I don't know how Bobby would know, but I guess she's like going with her friend. Like, hey, I mean, you know, so the issue is that I have 3 or 4 people who I understand who they are because I've been in proximity to them for so many years, right? Then the other person that, you know, can't stand me, I've been in proximity to her as well via the web. She's always accusing people of something. These other 4 people are never really like, well, King Roman, I got to minus you from that because that Bree shit was a big, gigantic mistake, right? That was a horrendous mistake. But generally speaking, right? So it's kind of like, well, context clues would just lead me to say, yeah, she's starting shit.
Can I answer Corey Lava? Yaya question. Do you think that others help form all her narratives and stoked her paranoia? I definitely do. When she started hanging with the little gremlin, and then also she has her friend that always thinks somebody is out to get. I think the paranoia was definitely stoked by others.
So you're saying that the paranoia is there, it already exists, and then it's fueled by Nina?
And the gremlin.
Who is the gremlin?
The one that keep calling me a snake in your chat.
Who? Yeah, I don't know.
Jay Dunn.
Oh, so Jay Dunn, do you talk to TMO? Oh, no, that ain't none of my business. Okay. But you and Jay Dunn were just very cool.
Exactly. All of this is because I wouldn't let her dox somebody that was up on my panel. Her and James got into it. She kept saying the lady's name. I kept asking her to stop. Respect my panel. I'm asking you as a friend. I guess she did keep on doing it because she wasn't my motherfucking friend. She didn't give a fuck. So I dropped her. Then she said James was doxing her by saying her first name while she was calling him by his first name. And we all know they have both said their first names. So that's just a lie she wants to, to put out there. So
no, Corio, I stopped myself from asking the question. I have no idea if Jay Dunn speaks to TMO offline. I stopped myself from asking the question because it's really none of my business. But I am curious, Jay Dunn, of why you're going so hard on Yaya. And
James did not dox you. Everyone knows your first name. They posted the video with your first name. You weren't doxed. You weren't. So stop lying. You were calling him by his first name. He was calling you by your first name.
Let me read this. Bobby says, the Sassy Show, please read this. What is that? All folks have to do. Where is Bobby from? All folks have to do is go back and watch KRN's live from November. He announced the group as a request only, live and publicly. Okay, I understand that you guys wanted me to know that, but I still wanted to give credence to some people missed that. Everybody's not in every live. So, but I get it. What you're saying is that correction. It was not a secret chat. It was a private public chat in a sense.
No, Shay, we can't. There's certain things I'm just not gonna do. When I was always, even after the fact, was still supporting her. Never came out here and said, even after she was lying on me, I still told the truth on her, and she still wants to lie on me. No, we can't have a talk.
Right.
Oh, Catherine, just so you know, um, tell Pastor if he blocked me, as you was telling him he did. It would have been maybe 2 years ago, because that's the last time I've been to his chat.
What
Just
is
so you
that
have
in
your facts right.
what is that in reference to?
She told Pastor he was sitting up there speaking on me, and he said he don't really know me. She said, but you blocked her at about 90 days ago. No, the fuck he didn't. I don't go over there. Like I told you, you another one. I've been said you was messy a long time ago, and that's why I ain't fool with you.
Thank you, Tiffany. I got it. I wasn't watching my phone, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who sent a cash app. I
Girl,
appreciate
everybody
that.
know your name. Everybody knows your name, child, and you know it. Just keep on going with the lie.
Hey, Tony, honey. Hey, Roxy.
Anywho, thank you for having me up.
I mean,
Hey, Stony Boo. I'm gonna go ahead and leave on that note, because I don't feel like stroking her ego by even have to keep having a conversation with her. So you have a wonderful day, and please, y'all, stop by. I'm gonna drop the link for those I want to talk to. You don't have to be a friend, but you ain't got it. I'm not talking to snakes. That's all. Thank you
well,
again,
we
Sassy.
will. Yeah, thank you so much for coming by. I think that I hope that this like at least created some clarity for the subbies, and I hope that you were, I think I know that you felt comfortable over here, and that you felt like everything that you were able to say or wanted to say was able to be said in a calm environment. So I super appreciate it, because you just didn't have to do this, and I know that for us it's commentary, and for some it's even entertainment, but for you this is like your homies that and so it's not a comfortable situation. So I really appreciate you stopping by, honey.
Right. Thank you so much. Hey, Billy. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, Jay Dunn, I got it. All right, y'all. Appreciate you guys again, everybody, for coming through. Y'all, please hit the notification bell for Yaya's live in a few hours. And I guess I'll just see y'all on the streets. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys again for coming through. Seriously. So if y'all don't see me for 6 weeks, just understand that I already came live 2 times. Hold on, y'all. Dunn is up here. Dunn.
Hey,
Hey.
so you were asking me if I talked to Demon Soul?
I was, but then I retracted it. Did you want to answer that?
Yeah, I didn't mind answering it since Fake's calling me a snake. I most recently started communicating with Demon Soul after the death of her auntie,
Mm-hmm.
because she was in charge of all that stuff, and she know that I had to do that before whenever my mama died.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we've talked since then.
So that's
But as far as uh Fake's up here trying to say that I influenced Demon Soul, absolutely not. Most of the stuff that we've talked about really has been since the death of her auntie.
I want to say something so bad, but I don't think it's fair. But
What?
I don't think it's fair. So I had to stop myself. I'll tell you in the back chat or whatever. But what I was gonna say, but it's not fair. But it's just a weird situation. It's so weird. I'm sorry, John. I got to stop myself. But I'll tell you. I'll tell you straight up. I'll leave
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, did you have anything else, or that was it?
Do want to know why you're going so hard on Fates.
Well, because Faith is a hypocrite.
Mhm.
Now, when James was saying my name, and for her to keep saying everybody knows my name. Now, Sassy, you know what an absolute is. Anytime somebody resorts to using an absolute, you know they're a bold-faced liar. For her to sit there with all these new people that's coming into the sector left and right, and for her to be sure that everybody knows my name, with all these men and everybody else coming from here and there, everybody don't know my name. And so when James was saying my name, they didn't have a problem with it. But as soon as her name was said, she had a problem. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You think it's okay for him to use my first name with all of these new people here, but then you want to have a problem about your own name.
That does
You
not.
know how they say, people don't feel a certain type of way until it happened to them.
Yeah.
And that's all it is.
I would like to see you squash this. And by squash, I don't mean like you guys are going to go off into the sunset and be friends, but you guys were very cordial. Seems like both of you guys had each other's back virtually. And I'm not comfortable. And I think you're being really mean, continuously going after Fates. And I don't understand where that's coming from.
I did one video about Fates and that's it.
Well,
so how am I going after?
Well, you're in the chats like really antagonizing her.
Well, I do believe that that's snake behavior because you got to remember, she used to talk to me privately as well. So to know that she was canoodling in all these chats, ain't no telling what in the hell she up to. So I do feel like she has snake behavior. That's facts.
Yeah, I mean, then that's a fair opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't believe it, but I can understand it. And for the people, that was my mistake. We make mistakes up here. So if I don't want to say something, I don't have to say it, right? But I'll tell Dunn, but it would have been clear why I didn't want to say what I was going to say. But I could have been there. So I could have gone there, and all it was going to do is just bury TMO. So I'm just choosing to be the bigger person right now. That's all.
Oh, okay.
I'm okay with being the bigger person, bitches. It's okay. All right. Well, Dunn, I appreciate you clicking the link.
All right. You're welcome, Sassy.
All right. Happy Sunday. Bye. All right, y'all. Well, we're going to get on out of here. I will see you guys on the streets. I hope everybody has a great Sunday and a great beginning of your work week. I'm in Miami on Thursday for work. Does anybody want to meet me? Pizarro. Totally kidding. I will be in Miami, but I will not be meeting up with any of you whores. Okay. Anyway, all right. I will see y'all later. We'll just go out with. Do we want to go out? We'll go out with the outro. All right. Bye, y'all. Thanks so much for stopping by.